Recording in progress.
Hello, Puducherry Masters Club members. Greetings. Congratulations on your 200th milestone meeting. Milestone meetings are indeed special, and especially for community clubs, it's even more special because we gather as a family and then celebrate this event. I could see a lot of excitement in the middle of people ever since the event was planned. We have been getting advance notification communication. Unfortunately, I have a judges training program at Coimbatore, and because of which I will have to stay at Coimbatore for that event. Nevertheless, I have already planned, and my best wishes to the entire organizing team as well as all the members of Puducherry Master Club members. The organizing team has been excited about this event for a long time, and they have planned to attend this event by coming there, staying an extra day to be there on time without so much of hassle. Is something reflecting how enthusiastic all of you were for this day. And your club has shown a steady progress over a period of years, especially for the last 2 years, you have already been distinguished. And in addition, we could also see that you have considerably progressed this year. You already achieved the 6 goals, and 100% of members are already enrolled in the pathways. Really glad to see progress this club has achieved. The excitement and enthusiasm that is prevailing today really reflects on how far the members are cherishing the journey that you all undergoing. Please keep up the momentum. Please enjoy this journey. A platform that has been supporting me to grow, to learn since 2018 is the transformation in the gain is immense, and I'm sure each one of you must be undergoing the same. Please stick to the organization as much as possible because the learning, the growth, the mentoring that you gain is something I have never felt elsewhere. My best wishes to you all once again on this milestone event, and looking forward to see you Puducherry Toastmasters Club celebrating many more milestones in the months and years to come. One message that I always share at every milestone meeting: we know what to do, we know how to do because it's a 101-year-old organization. Even if we don't, we'll be able to figure it out because of a clearly laid support system that we have, in addition to the leaders and mentors that we will have access to. But despite all this, if we do not know how to make best use of it, on why I'm learning or how I'm going to apply it, then these learnings may be something that we feel is irrelevant, or we see that it is something that is not adding a lot of value to it. So every learning that we get, or every insight that we get, or the feedback that we get out of Toastmasters, that is try and correlate, it's helping us, that will make the learning more fruitful and we'll enjoy our journey throughout. My best wishes once again, and looking forward to see you in the future event. Congratulations and have a fantastic weekend. Thank you.
A very good morning to all the members of the City Club Master Staff. First of all, please give a big round of applause for yourself for celebrating your 200th milestone. 200 is not an easy number to achieve, which means that 199 meetings with so much of fun, so much of learning, and the bond within the club. This club has laid a strong foundation not only for the members of the club but also This is a club that is representing the entire Puducherry of Toastmasters International, which is a really proud moment. And this is not going to be the end. We have more such clubs to get inside Puducherry. And I'm pretty sure that this club will be the foundation and that will be a helping club to achieve more such. For all of you in a milestone meeting is that this is a story which I always say wherever I go in milestone meeting. And the story goes like this. There were two gentlemen who used to chop a tree in the forest. One was very young and the other one was very old. The old gentleman takes so much of break every hour, whereas the young gentleman take a break and chops the tree continuously throughout the day. Towards every weekend, they would sit together and count the number of trees each have chopped. And it was found surprisingly that this old gentleman had more number of trees that were chopped than this young gentleman. He was very curious and he went and asked, you took so much of break, but you didn't have any, you had more number of trees. What is the reason? He gently smiled and he replied saying that I didn't rest for myself. I took a break to sharpen. Toastmasters, you might think, why am I saying this story? Because you would have celebrated your 100th Sunday meeting. Now it's a 200th milestone meeting, which means that when you come back to your last milestone meeting, you will be knowing what is the growth for yourself and the club has achieved when you are planning into your 200th milestone meeting. Always I say this, celebrate as much as milestone meeting as possible so that this will reflect your journey behind and what is the success you as an individual have achieved so far. And that's a break and a memory that each one of you should cherish. Even when you celebrate your 500th milestone, in this meeting would be special in some of that. I know I'm not here in person, but my father is fully there. Though I haven't traveled, that's the reason I was not be able to come for the meeting in person. But still, nevertheless, I will come to the club very soon and looking forward to see you in various other occasions. All the best. As I always say this, let's take the value of what those masters is for you as an individual member, and also it's our responsibility to give back the society of what those masters is, so that they will also get the benefit out of it, and that will take the Toastmasters to celebrate its next 100 years. With that said, I will be there to support Puducherry Toastmasters Club at any point of a time, and wishing you all the best once again. Celebrate your milestone meeting. See you all in person soon. Take care and bye bye. And last but not the least, my trio member will be representing and you will get some small goodies. Thank you so much and back to you.
That was a wonderful speech, and we let us take blessings with our it's a so far. So why do you want to communicate? Any volunteers? Why do we want to communicate? Now this session is going to help you with exactly with the same. Show me a thumbs up if you are ready to learn something. Show me a double thumbs up if you are ready to learn from the world champion. So now let's move into our education. Is the executive speech code
and let it speaker and with over 30 years of experience. He is assistant finalist of World Championship in basketball. He was a leader, TEDx speaker, and scientific researcher. Also, he welcomed the teacher for a learning journey. Oh, beautiful.
Proceed. Hello. Okay, are we ready? Woo! Partha, hey, how you doing, man? Wait, he got to be in person? I have to be on, like, camera? Hello, 200th Milestone meeting of Puducherry Toastmasters Club. Woo! That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. I want you to think about a couple of things for me today, because we're going to discuss who's the most important person in Toastmasters. And Partha, I'm really sorry, but you're not the winning person on this one, man. You're not. I know, neither am I. Neither am I. It's not you and me, man, even though we both got the best haircuts. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. No, the most important person in Toastmasters might be somebody different. Let's discover who that is. Does everyone recognize this statement? And I don't know how big a screen you've got, but could we go ahead and say this together before we get started? All right, let's say this together. This is the club mission statement, and on a count of three, could we all say this together? 1, 2, 3. We provide a supportive and positive learning environment in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, I want you to take a look around the room. Who's the person in the room who helps you achieve this mission statement the most? Who is the person in the room who helps you achieve this mission statement the most? Because that's who we're talking about today. We are talking about an organization, Toastmasters, that is global and for over 100 years now has been helping people to achieve these goals. But we can't always think about some giant international organization. We're thinking about your organization, your club, right there on your left and on your right. And what you do for people to help them discover self-confidence and personal growth. I've got a couple other questions before moving forward. What's the longest relationship you have had in Toastmasters? Who's the person that you've been associated with? You might consider them a friend. You might consider them a colleague. Who is this person and how long have you known this person in Toastmasters? How long have you known this person in Toastmasters? Partha, I'm going to ask you, who's the person you've known the longest and how long has that relationship been?
Distinguished Toastmaster Dina John for 21 years.
21 years. Give him a round of applause. Nice job. Who else? Who's got one that maybe is longer than 15 years? Are any hands up? Who's got a relationship in Toastmasters longer than 15 years? Anybody? 10 years? Anybody? Oh my gosh. Partha, you've been doing it for twice as long as anybody else in that room. 5 years? Who's had a relationship with another individual in Toastmasters for longer than 5 years? Still no one. Wow. Were there some volunteers? I didn't hear any. I didn't see any hands up. What we want to talk about are these relationships that we have in Toastmasters, because this is how we keep people involved. What we want to talk about are the people on your left and your right, people in the club, people who maybe have been here for part of those 200 meetings, and how they're going to keep coming back. That's the important thing. How are they going to keep coming back? Now, I love the history of Toastmasters. So much so that last year I went and saw the original YMCA where the meeting started. I went to the YMCA and I went and visited what that club looked like. And I actually went down to the very first meeting space. This is the meeting space where they had the very first meetings. And it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible to be there amongst these walls in which so much happened. People who were committed to each other. But that was over 100 years ago. How are we going to get to the next 100 years? And I'm not sure that we can continue doing the same things that they did 100 years ago and achieve what we want to achieve in the next 100 years. I really don't. I think we're going to have to do something different. Now, District Director Partha, I'm not talking about creating some kind of revolution that overthrows the government here. I'm saying I think we can fulfill the mission statement of Toastmasters. I think we can achieve this very same mission statement, but we're going to have to change our mindset. I'll give you an example. In the United States, where I'm from, and I'm a teacher, we have what we call the 3 R's. And in the first 100 years, this is what education looked like. And it was pretty awful. You could see, now they're doing their best, but that's what they did. It kind of looks like those pictures from old Toastmasters, doesn't it? And back in the US, we have what's called the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic. Are you kidding me? Those words don't even start with the letter R. Who comes up with this garbage? But I think there are 3 new R's. And I think we can apply it right here to Toastmasters because I believe that Toastmasters is an educational organization. I think we're all here to learn. And that makes us an educational organization. So these are my 3 new R's that I want to talk about today. Rigor, relevance, relationship. And my big question to you is, who's the person who's responsible for rigor, relevance, and relationship? Because that person, that's the most important person in Toastmasters. And it all comes down to one person. It's not the international director. It's not the international president. It's not the regional advisor. It's not even the district director. Who's in charge of the rigor, the relevance, and the relationship? It's you. You're in charge of it. You are the most important person in Toastmasters because somebody's going to walk through that door in just a moment and they're going to need somebody to welcome them, to help them. And that's you. Yep, that's the person walking right in the door right now. That person right there who needs a chair. Let's talk about rigor. Now, rigor doesn't just mean hard. Rigor sometimes means challenging. Rigor means challenging. And here's a quote that I found about that. This was not just a transition of role. It's a response to challenge, a challenge that questions whether more could be done. This was not just a transition of role, it's a response to challenge, a challenge that questioned whether more could be done. If more could be done. Who said this? I'll give you a hint. He's in the room. He's in your room. Look to your left and look to your right. He's probably right there next to my right. Yes. Infant Anto Eden. This was not just a transition of role. It's a response to challenge, a challenge that questioned whether more could be done. Can more be done? That's the question. Not do we do more pathways? Can we do more speeches? But can we raise the level of speech? Can we raise the level of evaluations? Can they be rigorous? You know, sometimes people come up to me, they go, I've done 5 pathways. And I'm kind of like, who cares? I'm sorry, but who cares? I have 3 DTMs. Who cares? I haven't even achieved my first one yet. I'm not a DTM. Now, I'm okay for you to get a DTM, and I'm okay for you to do pathways, but make them quality. Challenge yourself to do better on each speech. Challenge yourself to do better on each evaluation. When you say that somebody has good gestures, is it because they're doing this? Looking like a forklift? Hello, I am speaking. I have gestures. Oh my gosh, send a memo if that's all you're going to do. Just write an email. No, gestures can be slow. Gestures can be sustained. Gestures can be soft. Gestures can be powerful outside of the body. Do you see what I mean? Raise the rigor. As speakers, raise the rigor in our evaluations. Are we visiting other clubs and learning how to evaluate from other clubs? Are we actually looking at the TI evaluation form? Are you actually considering if somebody is a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? You know, a lot of times when people do evaluations, they just say, oh, that was good or not good. Good, not good. Like it's a binary system. It's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You want to impress me? Tell me how a speaker goes from a level 3 to a 4. Now you're impressing me. I have an evaluation for you, and specifically, I want to look at your vocal variety, and I'm going to tell you how to get from a score of 3, to a score of 4. Don't get up there and, I'm going to give you an evaluation. Oh my gosh, that's not going to help anybody. It's not. Impromptu speaking, you want to raise the level of rigor in an impromptu speaking? Stop coming in with pre-written speeches. I know that's going to hurt some feelings, but I was there in District 120. I watched those contests. A lot of those were pre-done speeches. You don't believe me? Go watch them again. Did they really answer the prompt? Raise the level of rigor. Challenge yourself. This is part of what we must do. This was not just a transitional role, it's a response to challenge, a challenge that questioned whether more could be done. If you want to know who's the most important person in Toastmasters, it's you, because you're the one who has to challenge each member to be better. Why? Because they can be. You don't understand. If we don't challenge people, then they think they're good. Oh, on my last speech, I got a 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. I'm 5. I'm great. Therefore, I don't need Toastmasters. That's what's going on in their head. I got all 5s. I'm as good as can be. Everybody's very positive about me. So therefore, bye. I don't need Toastmasters anymore. Bye. Give away my membership. We have to challenge each other to be better. Otherwise, people will just go to YouTube. They'll just learn speaking tips on YouTube. But that's not the best way to learn. You and I both know that. The best way to learn is to have them in the room with us, challenging them. So go ahead. Make sure that we're looking at the TI evaluation forms. Has anyone ever seen this? This is page 3. This is page 3 of the evaluation form. No one even knows there's a page 3. It's the best page of all. It gives you all the answers. If you're not sure what to tell someone in an evaluation, look at page 3. The words are right there. You can even use it. How do you use page 3? Circle it. Circle the exact word that tells someone how to get better. This is what rigor is all about. You circle the word. You guys see this, right? It's about gestures. And you decide, hey, right now you're at a level 3. You effectively, but I want you to be at level 4. Enhance the speech. Not just speak effectively, but enhance the speech. Do the gestures make the speech better, or are they just filling up space? Rigor. Let's challenge each other to be better. Better at speaking, better at evaluating, better as officers. You go to club officer training, you go to ILTs. These are ways for us to get better. Not just to fill time, but to be better. And maybe even to be better mentors. How do we become more rigorous mentors? So rigor is the first R. The second R is relevance. Rigor, relevance, relationship. Isn't it time for some self-development? Me time with Toastmasters. Anyone know where I saw this? Anyone? Does this look familiar? Sound familiar to anybody? I found it on your website. Embracing change. Embracing change. Information must be relevant. It must be something that is useful to me. Because I got to tell you the truth here, Partha, and you know it. You know this truth, and everybody in the room, you know this truth too. Not a single one of us joined Toastmasters for DCP points. Tell me I'm wrong. Point to someone and go, oh yeah, he came just for DCP points. No. We all came because there's something out there in the real world that we want to get better at. Isn't it? There's something out there. You're all in that little Toastmaster room, but there's something outside in the real world, your job, your life, your family, that you want to get better at. You want to put more food on the table. You want a better house. You want to get better at something. You came in here to get it, and it has to apply. If it doesn't apply, I quit. That's what's going on in our minds. So what we do in Toastmasters has to be relevant, not to be better Toastmasters, but to be better salespeople, to be better marketers, to be better researchers, to be better managers, to be better leaders. Everything has to apply. For that to happen, we have to embrace the change, and we have to lead with purpose. Is Toastmaster Tina in the room? Yeah, you have to lead with purpose. When we are giving evaluations, are we making them relevant? The most important question that we have when we give an evaluation, by the way, is to talk to our target speaker before they give the speech and ask them one very important question. And that important question is not, what is your project? It's not. The most important question you can ask is, what are your goals outside of Toastmasters? What are your goals outside of Toastmasters? That's why the most important person in Toastmasters is you. Because when you ask that person a question about their life, then they know you care. And all this stuff that we just talked about, the scoring sheet, the page 3, the critiquing, the evaluating, remember, they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. When you ask them, what are your goals outside of Toastmasters, they know you care because you're making it relevant to them. You're making it relevant to them in your evaluations. You're making it relevant to them in your table topics. You're making it relevant to them in their leadership. Now, here's what I mean by table topics. Let's say you've got somebody in the group and they want to be a manager. They want to move up to manager level. Well, then I give you permission on every single table topic to end it with, and this is why I want to be a manager. It's that simple. I had a mentee once. And he just changed jobs to be in insurance, to be an insurance salesperson. Just moved over, just changed his job. And I told him, listen, every single table topic you do, you take the prompt, whatever prompt they give you, you answer it, but then you transition over and you say, and this is why I wanted to go into insurance, because such and such and such and such. Here's my business card. If we're not helping people put food on the table, then what are we doing? As a Toastmaster Club, we are way over here. Our mentees are up front. We're way in the back. There are miles between us. There's kilometers between us. There is a distance. What we want to do is close that gap. And we do that by letting them know, I care about where you want to go, and I'm going to help you achieve your goal. I'm going to help you achieve your goal. So what are your goals outside of Toastmasters? Rigor, relevance, relationship. Rigor, relevance, relationship. This is relationship, the third R. Now you're all wondering, what is that stupid picture? That's a pig and a chicken. This is the story of a pig and a chicken. A pig and a chicken are traveling together. Maybe they're traveling from Chennai to Bangalore. They're taking that train. You ever taken that train? I've taken a train. It's wonderful. They're going from Chennai to Bangalore, but they're walking. And one morning they wake up and they say, oh, let's go get some breakfast. And the chicken says, let's go to that restaurant right over there. And the pig says, are you crazy? We can't go in there. Look at the name of the restaurant. Ham and eggs. You're a chicken. I'm a pig. We can't go in there. And the chicken says, okay, I'm participating too, you know. I'm giving something in this. And the pig says, yeah, for you, it's just giving. For me, it's total commitment. Can you give total commitment? Can you give total commitment not to Toastmasters, but to the person sitting next to you? You take a look, and I know I've been picking on Partha this whole time, but you take a look at an individual like Partha, and you understand that this man dedicates an incredible amount of time and energy from his life to the people around him. That's commitment. That's not just giving. He's not just giving his time. He's fully committed. Are we creating the kinds of relationships that we can build on for Toastmasters? Are we building these relationships with our audience? Are we building these relationships with our mentees, with our members? Who said this? Some days are happy. Some days are sad. Some days we are healthy. And some days we are sick. Nitya Sundarya? Is that right? Nitya Sundarya? Now, she was talking about her mentor, Dr. Rowanti Niha Baje. She was talking about, hey! She was talking about her mentor. And right there, hey! That's great! And right there on your own website, you have this. Relationship, rigor, relevance, relationship. That's what Toastmaster clubs are built on. That's why Puducherry is celebrating its 200th meeting, and that's why you're going to have a 400th meeting. You talk about an education session, and it says reconnect without Wi-Fi, right? Reconnect without Wi-Fi. I'll tell you what that looks like. It looks like the people in the room right now, the people on your left and the people on your right. That's what reconnecting without Wi-Fi looks like. It's reconnecting people to people, and you're doing it. You are doing it, and somebody is going to thank you for that. You do it all the time, and you don't even realize it. It's celebrating birthdays. It is celebrating birthdays. It's about relationships. It's about relationships that we build with each other, that people know you have their back. People know that you care about them. You care enough to challenge them, to have that rigor. You care enough to make it relevant to their life. The rigor, the relevance, because of the relationship. Rigor, relevance, relationship. I started off this meeting by talking about a mission statement. I want you to think about changing that mission statement up ever so slightly. There's the original mission statement. But now I want you to think about a slightly adjusted mission statement. Take a look at what I've written in red. Please repeat after me. I provide a supportive and positive learning environment in which I empower others to develop communication and leadership skills that matter to them. Resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth and relationships. I'm so proud of this club. I'm so proud of the way that you support each other. I'm so proud of the way that you push each other forward. I see it on your website. I see it in how you relate to each other. And I know that because you have that sense of rigor, you have that relevance to the outside world, and you have a relationship with each other, that you are going to move forward into the next 100 years of Toastmasters with rigor, relevance, and relationship. Why? Because you are the most important person in Toastmasters. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster, Mr. Toastmaster.
Can we have a big round of applause? Wow, what a connect session it was, sir. Each and every member of our PTC club can relate to what you spoke, and we feel like you have seen us and you value us. And as he rightly said, let's focus on the quality, not on the quantity of how many pathways we have completed. The best person to compare in the whole world is within yourself. Now, don't compete with anyone in the world.
And thank you so much, sir, for insightful session about 3 hours, rigor, relevance, and relationship. What a powerful and energetic session. We really enjoyed it. Thank you, sir, for coming through video meeting and for our special meeting, milestone meeting. Thank you so much.
We hope to see your insightful session more often in our PTC club, sir. And by today, during your meeting, we have seen how much background work you have done and how much effort you took for this presentation. And we are learning from you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, Fursey, for joining.